Hi Libra, this is your reading for the week of May 18th, or when you hear it and it resonates, and it will not be for every Libra. So Libra, the first thing that I heard as I started working with the collective energy was I heard two songs. One was Stand Tall by Burton Cummings. So the lines out of that song that were relevant to me were stand tall, don't you fall. Everybody feels this. It's just silly human pride. So what I'm feeling is, okay, the stand tall part is really important because the next song that came in was immediately after that, straighten up and fly right. Cool now, Papa, don't you blow your top. So what I'm feeling here is with both of these, what you're being told is, or what I'm being told is, for some of you, there may be issues of emotional issues that are presenting themselves where you are needing to stand tall and not overreact one way or the other. Now, what's relevant to this also is, as I saw that, what I felt was the stand tall part, because of course Spirit is going to work with me according to what my internal dictionary is, right? So when I hear stand tall and I hear straighten up, immediately that reminds me of how I feel when I sit to meditate or to do this work. And that is that my feet are on the floor, my buttocks are on the chair, and as I take a nice deep breath, I lengthen. My body comes back onto the sits bones, and that breath just seems to lengthen my spine and straighten me. Now, where does strength come from? It's not so much the muscles as it is the energy that is fueling the muscles. And when we have energy running up and down our spine perfectly or flowingly, that's when we start getting that sense of lengthening and strengthening. And from an energetic point of view, what that does is it helps unite the heart with the brain so that you can start getting in touch with your feelings. You are being told, however, that it's important for you to slow down in order for you to be able to take the time to do this. It's also important, one of the things they were saying is that it's important for you to understand the dynamic of thought and how thought works within your physiology. Because when you understand that intervening on one of those thought loops actually helps move you out of those thought loops, and not just move you out of those thought loops, but intervening in those thoughts, realizing that they're not helping you for one thing, and that it's actually safer not to overthink, then it can really motivate you to intervene when you start having those thoughts. What you're doing actually is you're stopping the energy from flowing down the super highway of a thought loop, which just deepens every time you have those thoughts. The good news is when you intervene and you choose to stop having those thoughts, those superhighways can shrink and shrink and shrink and become far less powerful and less likely to hijack your train of thought into those negative, anxious, overthinking kind of loops. So you're being told that as you do this, you're going to be opening up more to your intuition. And this is going to be what's going to help you, Libra, understand what it is you need to do in any given situation, because it's going to open you up to your full range of emotion rather than just the anxiety. So when you find yourself getting stuck and in a loop, do what you can do to kind of laugh at yourself and go, there you go, there I go again. And that's maybe a little bit difficult to do, but some of you can, because sometimes that pattern of thinking is really just a habit, and it really is just understanding that we can choose to have a different relationship with those kinds of thoughts, that we're not at the mercy of the physiology that has these loops. We can actually change it. So if you'd like to look at anything dealing with neuroplasticity, I really encourage you to look at Dr. Rick Hanson, Hanson. I've mentioned him before on many of the videos. He's brilliant and very approachable and has a lot of free offerings on his website. So Dr. Rick Hanson, Hanson. I'm going to leave you with that, Libra. Much love.